Hello again. I'm sure that nobody really took any notice of the manifesto pledge made by the Conservatives during the 2019 general election, in which they promised to bring down immigration. That was 3 years ago now. Well, I hope that nobody took any notice of it or treated it seriously, because if so, they would have been bitterly disappointed. Let us forget just for a moment whether immigration is a good thing or a bad thing, and just focus on this single fact that the Conservatives won a strong majority at the last election by promising to reduce immigration. They haven't done so. That, to me, suggests that they actually got in under false pretences. If you make a load of promises, wild promises to people in order to get voted in, and you have no intention of keeping them or you're unable to keep them, that really is horribly dishonest. I'm wondering why more people haven't noticed this. Not only have the Conservatives not reduced immigration, they've massively increased it. The number of work visas given to foreign nationals and their dependents shot up by 80% in the last year to more than 330,000. Student visas are up 70%, so that in the year to June 2022, 491,924 of them have been issued. That's not to mention allowing 130,000 Ukrainians to come and live here, taking advantage of our NHS, schools, and so on. And also not mentioning all the Hong Kong Chinese who are increasingly arriving in this country. Don't get me started on the immigrants that are coming across the channel illegally. By the by, I'm slightly baffled at the business of visas for foreign workers and their dependents. I've had to hustle to get a work visa when I lived abroad, but there was never any question of letting me bring my family over at the same time. The same thing goes for students. But that's where a large part of this increase is coming from. In total, in the year to June, 1,112,000 visas have been issued so that foreigners can come to this country to work, study, or to join their families. I don't believe that the government, under either Boris Johnson or Liz Truss, had the slightest intention of even trying to bring down immigration. I think they're addicted to cheap foreign labour and feel that this is the way to get our economy running. I don't think that any of the three candidates for the post of Prime Minister see any reason to bring down the number of people coming to live in Britain. This means that there is a huge disconnect between what our masters feel to be sensible and necessary and what we as ordinary people want. Even when we are offered what we want, as when the Conservatives went into the 2019 election with a manifesto pledge to reduce immigration, as I said, they've got no intention of doing so. One reason for this shameless dishonesty is that they know very well that if any awkward customers like me start shooting their mouths off on the subject and drawing attention to the broken promise, there will be plenty of people ready to take up the chorus of racist. They're safe in ignoring their promise for that particular reason. Anybody that draws attention to rising numbers of immigrants in this country is immediately branded racist, which in this day and age is about the worst thing that can happen to you. What if Labour were to get in instead? Would matters change? Well, yes, to the extent that they would get even worse. If the Tories are slack on immigration, Labour are always 10 times as bad. Don't bother putting your trust in Keir Starmer and his mates. We really need someone like Meloni, the new Italian Prime Minister. It seems that she is trying to allay fears that she is the new Mussolini, but I really don't know that that would be a bad thing. It might be just what that country needs right now. In the description to this video, as usual, I give a link to a news item talking about the figures which I've just given.